Today we're going to learn how to create a schedule in Toolbox. Go to Devices, then Toolbox. You can choose your selected device. So what do you want to create a schedule for? We're going to go Ranger today. On the left, you'll choose the Schedule tab. Then we're going to click to create a new task. Our first task, we're going to call it Bats. You can choose a task color. Then hit OK. Now, you want to fully expand this window to be sure that you can see the calendar view and the day view. So here is the calendar view, and then down here is the day view. Alright, so for this task, the first thing we're going to do is find the deployment location. I'm going to put in Brisbane. You can also just click on the map, then choose Set Location. That's going to set your sunrise and sunset times. You can use this location for a GPS override. We'll choose a start date of tomorrow and an end date on the 15th of January. So here you can see it's starting tomorrow and going through to the 15th of January on the calendar. For our times, I'm going to choose a time relative to sunset. So I want to start 15 minutes after sunset. Then I'm going to set it relative to sunrise for the end recording. I'm going to set it 15 minutes before the sunrise. Here you can choose the duty cycle. So you can have it on and off for, say, 1 hour on, 1 hour off. But for this one, we're going to choose always recording. Here you can choose your file type, WAV or ZC. Then we're going to choose our sample rate. I'm going 192. I'm going to leave it in trigger mode. And then I'm going to tweak my trigger settings. I'm going to change my microphone sensitivity, bump up my minimum trigger frequency. For bat recording, you want to always leave this 10 kilohertz high pass filter on. Now we're going to turn on our noise filter. I'm going to choose to keep the noise files, but you can choose to overwrite the noise files if you want. So our maximum file duration is fine, and we're going to choose a file name prefix. I'm going with serial number. We can also add a metadata key and value. That gets written to every file. I'm going to do survey, and then for these files I'm going to say that's summer. Here you can choose a minimum temperature to start recording at, but for this recording I'm just going to leave it on all the time. So we can see on this day there isn't any recording, but if we click on Friday, we can see it's going to start recording after sunset. If we click on Saturday, we can see it'll record sunset and up until dawn. Now we're going to click to create a new task. For this task, we're going to call it Dawn Chorus, and we'll change the task color. Click OK, then OK again. We're going to choose the same date range. So we're starting it from tomorrow and we're going to end it on the 15th of January. Here you can choose the days to record. So if you only wanted to record Monday, Tuesday and Thursday, you could do that. For this particular recording task, I'm going to start it 15 minutes before sunrise and then end at 3 hours after sunrise. Over here is where we change our task settings. I'm going to choose the acoustic microphone channel A on the recorder. We can change our sample rate if we need to. So for this one, I'm going to choose 32. You can change your gain here. I recommend leaving that at 12 decibels. Choose our file duration. So I'm going to select 10 minutes. And then we're going to put the same file name prefix on, this detector serial number. I'm going to add the same metadata key, but a different value. We're going to put birds in for this one. All right, now we're going to add our final task. So this task is going to be frogs. Again, I'll choose whatever color I like, then click OK. So we'll set our date range as tomorrow until the 15th of January again. For this one, I'm going to start recording after sunset. So we're going to go from 30 minutes after sunset until 30 minutes before sunrise. Here we can modify our settings again. I'm going to change my microphone channel to the B channel so that it doesn't interfere with my bird recording. And I'm going to change the maximum file duration to 10 minutes. Pop that serial number prefix on, metadata key of survey, and metadata value of frogs. For this one, I am going to set a minimum temperature. We only want to start recording if it's over 15 degrees. Right, so that all looks good, but we're seeing these warning symbols here. Click on the warning symbol and you can see that because it's a simultaneous task, there are set sample rates to choose from. For ultrasonic, it's 384. We'll click OK. Same for this frog task. So we have to choose between two acoustic sample rates, 24 or 48. I'll go 48. So now we don't have any warning symbols. If we want to view a task, we can click on it. We can click through each of our tasks and check them. If we want to change a task, we can click on it and change it. So I'm going to actually start this an hour before sunrise. Those changes will be saved when they're exported. So we'll click on the export button below. Now it's giving you a warning that you need to use 3.1 firmware or newer. So make sure your detectors are up to date. Choose where you want to save your file, or you can put it directly onto an SD card. That's it. Happy recording.